Welcome back, fam. This is True to the Strat, and we have another weekly watches video going into what's going to be, in my opinion, a volatile week, right? So let's jump into things. First and foremost, it's going to be OPEX. We got options expiration week this week. On top of that, monthly contracts do expire, so I'm expecting some volatility from there. Next, as you can see, we have some red news, some very important red folders to pay attention to. On Tuesday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, we have CPI data dropping. You know how that moves the market. Wednesday, we have core PPI retail sales. And on Thursday, we have unemployment claims. So there's a three major red news that we must pay attention to going into next week. Not only that, we have some major earnings coming up as well. So looking at the earnings, we got this week, Monday, SIFI. Tuesday, we have JP Morgan, Delta Airlines, a few other names I don't really care about. On Wednesday, we have Wells Fargo, Citi, we got the banks, Bank of America. Thursday, we have Taiwan Semiconductors, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs. And on Friday, we have some more banks like Regions, State Street, and M&T Bank and PNC. So looking forward to shake up just a little there. The big week is next week, but we'll talk about that next week and the week following next week. But we'll talk about that later. Let's jump into the names that I will be watching come this week. Okay, got some names I really like. Start off with WBD. So, a second. So, to start this one off, let's go to the week. We got like nice pennant. WBD been pushing to the upside. It's been extremely bullish. You can look on all time frames, starting with the year. We got the opportunity to go 2 up on the year. We are sitting around that previous year high. We want to crack that 30 mark and eventually get back up to around 30.60. Let's look at the 6 month. Then we got the 3 month. So we want to go 2 up on the quarter. That would trigger 2 up on the quarter as well. Again, this one been extremely bullish. Swept the previous year low. Never looked back since. Past few months been also green. 30 will trigger the year, the month, and a quarter simultaneously. So that's something we really want to pay attention to. And finally, we have on the 3 week, we start to develop some consolidation, which is something that we like to see before we take the next leg higher. We got a fail 2 down on the 2 week, and finally on the week, another fail 2 down. So I'm looking at, we do have a little mini mother bar situation going on, so we could experience some more consolidation before we actually do pop. So keep that in mind. 3 bar on a 4-day, 3 bar on a 3-day, and a 3 bar on the Tuesday. And we got that 2 up, went 2 rev on the daily. I'm looking for calls above 29.04. Calls above 29.04 to trigger the 2 up. That will also trigger the 2-day, I believe. So yeah, it would trigger the 2-day on Monday. That would trigger the 3-2 on the 2-day. And then again, we want to aim for that 30, which is the previous year high. That's a major level. So be a little patient with that level, being that it's also equal highs. And again, it's also a yearly level that we rejected in the past. But based on what price action is showing us, we may be ready to finally take off and get out of there. After we take out that 30, if we get the perfect entry going 3-2 up, remember close above 29.04, we get that 30, we should be well in profits, especially if we got the January 16 January 29.5 C's. Then we just want to target these equal highs, keeping it real simple. We're going to get to 30.74, 31.12, and then we want to see what happens at 31.55. So not bad. It's a little ways up to go. Again, I expect some turbulence in those areas. Those will be major areas going into, and that's also the quarter high of January 2022. So looking forward to that. You can always get more time if you want more time. You feel like it needs more time, but based on this little pennant and consolidation that's developing, Looking for that. If we do go below the previous day low, Thursday's low, last week Thursday's low, we could play the downside to fill these gaps. So I'm not too biased. That would be low probability since we got full time frame continuity to the upside, but that is an option because it does has a chance of hitting PML before reversing back to the upside. So just keep that in mind, or it can still come down to 27.41 if we do fail to go 3-2 up on a 2-day or 2 up on a daily. So just keep that in mind. Those are other options as well. Next, we will check out eBay. We had made money on eBay about 2 weeks ago. I still like eBay. Full time frame continuity to the upside. Green on the year, green on the 6 months, green on a quarter. We are inside on the quarter. Keep that in mind. 2 up, 2 up on a month. 3 week, 2 up, 2 week, 2 up. Green across the board, and 2 up on the week. Let's look at this daily. Daily time frame, we have a pennant consolidation on the daily as well. I'm looking for calls above 91.77. We want to go, this did go, failed 2 down and then went back into the range, but we want to go 2 up. We want to go 2 up on this daily. And our first target is 93.39, and then our second target is 95.78. After that, we can take 50% of this bar. Let's check out what 50% of this bar is. So we can target 50% of this bar, which is 98.45. So that's a target as well. And we're just looking for that next leg up. So it ran up, consolidated here, ran up, consolidated here. Now we're looking for that next leg to the upside. I want to play with the trend. What they say is trend your friend. And I believe we are almost sitting at all-time high. So if we can get above that 98.45, then we got previous year high at 101.15. So this is a good one. Been playing eBay for a while. eBay deliver very good price action on good days. And it's been going well. So I like the 20 Febs, 95 Cs, 20 Feb, 95 Cs. 95 is only right there. That could happen if we stop consolidating, that could literally happen in at least 2 days. We could go inside the money, but we're getting ourselves plenty of time in case we start to pull back. Then before we go back up, we have plenty of time to eventually head for that previous year high at 101.15. So you'll be well in the money by the time we get up to that 101.15. So I believe that the February is very good contracts in that regard. Next ticker I like is Starbucks. Let's take it from the top. Start off with the quarterly on this one. Quarter did trigger 2 up above 90.58 and pull back. So we want to retest that 2 up, 2 rev on a quarter. Let's check the 6 month. Everything is just basically in consolidation mode. This has real potential to break out, but I believe it will take a lot of time before it does. The bigger the consolidation, the bigger the breakout, and also the bigger the consolidation, the longer it may take to break out as well. So keep that in mind. The monthly time frame we have here, move this. We went 2 up, and again we pulled back. So we want to trigger that 2 up on the M as well. Let's check out this 3 week. 3 week is also, so 3 week is also 2-1-2 to the upside. 2 week, bunch of consolidation on this 2 week. Look how we sitting on top of that PYC, previous year close. So that's something I really, really like. I'm also noting how price react in this range. So let's highlight that. I'm always looking at previous price action, price has memory. Y'all know that saying. So based on this range I am looking at, I want to see if price can do that same thing. So we had a lot of consolidation on a 2 week here before we went 3-2 to the upside, major move before we pulled back and TTO back up. Again, we got that same consolidation happening in that range. So that's something to take note of. Nice demand zone happening there. We went 2 up, so looking for that 2 up continuation. On the weekly time frame, we have a 2 up continuation as well. And finally, on the daily, We have a nice bullish pin on a daily, which been forming over time. I've been consolidating all last week, and what I do notice about consolidation, especially at equal highs, before we take out price that was struggling, basically this PMH 9058, which is the equal highs, price loves to consolidate before it pop above and retest before and go higher. So keep that in mind. I mean, Starbucks, PA hasn't been the best, but I think a good move is yet to come. So this has my attention. 12-hour look good as well. 6-hour look good as well. I mean, you could day trade this if y'all want. It don't got to be a swing. Day trade if y'all want, but that pop, it looked like it's ready to pop. It looked like it's getting ready to pop. 2 days, it fell 2 down. 3-1, 3 days. So a lot of confluences. 3-1, 4 day, a lot of confluences. Yeah, this could go crazy. I don't really want to sleep on this. I really don't want to sleep on this, but yeah, this could go bonkers. So let me get y'all that entry. Calls can be above this one candle that we have here. Calls above 89.10, target 958, and then let's see where we go from there. Let's take it to the daily pivots. With the 958, we got 91.32, 92.97, 93.58, and let's see if we can get up to 94.85. For this one, I like the 23 January 90 Cs. That might, I mean, if you want to day trade it, that's the next week cons, the 90 Cs. That will push us right into the money because $90 is right there. So even hit 90.58, we still walk out with good profit. Even if we hit 91.32, we still walk out with good profit. But if you want to swing this, if you see the potential of it going higher, which it does, we got the 20 Feb 100 Cs, 20 Feb 100 Cs. We'll be well in good percentage profits by the time we get to 94.85 because 100 is all the way up here. So let's see what happens with that. Again, a lot of consolidation, a lot of potential with this one. I will be a little patient with this one because at times it has been raveling. I believe this is on a point of control. It's on a point of control on Thinkorswim as well on their charts. So we'll see what happens with that. Next ticker I like, it's Etsy. With Etsy, we've been consolidating at this bottom range where price pushed out before. Me and the group, we caught this major pump way back when. Sold off, came back to the same zone as of today. And we want to see what happens with that. We went 2 up on the month. 2 down, 2 rev. It do have potential to get to this 76.52. Let's check out the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame is also 2 up. I've been having some nice price action moving to the upside. It's been bullish. Check the year. Potential go 2 up on the year as well. So this is another one that's been consolidating a little bit. It's a 2-week. Real simple setup. I like the bullish pennant that's going on. In this one, not too much to say about it, but we forming, price is forming to make the next leg up. So real simple setup. We want that 212 above 62.32. So we want entry above 62.32. And we want to target the top of this pennant, 63.70, and then 65.66, and then we want to get up to 72.73. We could take the 50% of this bar as well, because that is a large portion of price before we hit 72.73. So 50% of this bar can also be a target, and then we can see if we can get back up to this PYH 76.52. So again, real simple setup. Everything is 2 up from 3 month to the month, 3 week, 2 week, week. Let's check the 4 day is inside. 3 days 2 up. 2 days inside as well. A new 2-day candle open up tomorrow on Monday. So you can take the 212 as well. So that's double trigger. 212 on the 2-day and 21 on the daily. Nice pennant. And potentially had a nice leg up. It just started to get out of this consolidation. So it had a nice 1, 2, 3, 4 day run before we start to consolidate. So now we It's giving us some time for anybody that missed that first initial run up to get in. So that's why I like Etsy. Contracts 16 January 65 Cs is good, and if you want more time, 20 Feb 70 Cs is good as well. 70 is only right there. 65, we'll be hitting that. You could go into money on those in one day. Next ticker I like is Oracle. I posted this one in the group. It didn't quite take off just yet. It did pull back into the consolidation and gave a nice 2-2 rev. That would have been a nice entry for Friday, but I wasn't watching it. So we still have potential as of right now. It's still inside year, inside month. I mean, people probably looking at the shooter like, hey, what do you see in this? And then we have inside 3 month and inside month. So a lot of insides. It's still got a lot of conflict as far as FTFC goes, full time frame continuity. But I like this setup because of the potential it has to reverse back to the upside. We have a 1-3 on the 2-week. New 2-week opens on January 20th, and then we have a 1-3 on the 3-week as well. And this week we have a nice 1-3 as well. So we got a potential go 1-3-2 to the upside, and just show y'all what this daily look like. Again, consolidation on daily, pullback, now reverse, and just show y'all real quick. 2-day has a 3-2 potential. 3-day have a 2-2 ref potential, and 4-day have a 2-2 ref potential out of the consolidation, and we have a nice gap to fill on top of that. So there's potential coming out of this consolidation. So I would just say calls above 218, and that will also trigger the 3-day, 2-day, and the 4-day as well, or mainly the 2-day, and that's 3-2 on the 2-day. We want to target 206.32 and then eventually 213.62. That 200 to 213, filling that gap move is money by itself. That's money by itself. That's a 13-point move to the high side. So very low risk to reward coming off these lows, and that's short. That's short sighting it. It could actually get up to the PMH 225.32. So it's a $25 move, which is a lot. That can happen. I mean, if we get good price action for Oracle, that can happen. It shouldn't have to take that long. With the contracts, we have 20 Fed, 230 Cs, but again, with that much time, hitting this 225 or 213, again, that's still some good money without the contracts going inside the money. So, real simple setup. You want to take that consolidation, fill this gap, see what happens. Next ticker I like is Circle. See, I haven't played Circle in a long time, but I have to admit that this consolidation that's happening at the lows has my attention for several reasons. Let's check out the month. Not much to show y'all on the 6 months and the 3 months, a quarter and a month. Let's look at the 3-week. 3-week, lots of consolidation. Double inside 2-week, y'all. Double inside 2-week. All right, so look, this could be played both ways, right? Let's say this is not ready to expand to the upside. I don't want y'all to shy away from taking a low side, because consolidation, one flaw about it is, even with full-time frame continuity and we're looking for upside, it can still AMD, it can still consolidate, manipulate to the downside before it expand back to the upside, reverse back to the upside. So I don't want anybody to shy away from this. This is a doji, meaning indecision. So one could take puts below 78.85 or calls above 88.06. If you want a better entry than that, you have the week. But again, that triggers the double inside 2-week on any. It triggers the double inside 2-week going into next week for both sides. So that's on the horizon. The 1 week didn't close as perfect. There's still some conflict, but the daily is what actually stood out. Before I get to the daily, let's check the 4-day. So consolidation on the 4-day. So this is really considered a bearish pennant, but I've seen these kind of pennants explode to the upside as well. So we got this pennant, fell 2 down on the 4-day, fell 2 down on the 3-day, failed 2 down on a 2-day, and then just a 2 on a daily. So I would like to use this 2-day as an entry for the upside. So close above 84.33 to break out of this consolidation. Aim for 88.06. That's a $4 move right there. Then we want to aim for 92 or 91.20. That will take us at the top of the consolidation. That will have some turbulence. As you can see, price love to reject. So let's see what happens at 91.20. If we get above that, we have a little mini gap to fill from 95.52 towards 97.95. So that's what I'm looking at for Circle. Lots of potential when I see these type of setups. These setups go crazy. So I don't want to ignore the setup just because I haven't traded Circle in a while. So I want to keep that in mind. I like the February 20s 100C for this. You'll be well in good profits if we hit the 91.30 or the 95.52s. Last but not least, Myrna. Myrna been going crazy to the upside. I did notice that we do have some equal highs conflict going on here. And if you look all the way to the left, there's some more supply zone equal high conflict going on there as well. Just to mark it off so you can visually see. I'm playing on price action. You know, PA has memory. I'm playing on that. And you can even like pull this back some more and see what happens in this range. So in this $34 range, $34.60 or $34.70, price seems to fall off very hard. Price fell off. So I'm playing into that. We don't have full time frame consolidated to the downside yet, but this could shift it back down. And again, playing into this equal high scenario, supply zone scenario that we have here, keeping it real simple. Let me remove that. And as you can see, here's our setup. So we got puts below 33.94, looking for the short side on this one. So 2 and 2, continuation to the downside. Want to target 32.28, previous week high 31.34, and previous week closed at 30.86. And if we can even get down to, if we get some good PA, we can even get back down to 29.49. And that will print. This can be day traded as well. So 16 January 33 P's for this one. This will go automatically in the money as soon as we go below 33. And I think that could happen in one day if we get some downside. So that concludes the watch list. Keep watching the videos, keep tuning in. Shout out to everybody that's been commenting and DMing me and giving me their feedback as well. Appreciate it. As long as y'all like it, I will keep providing. All right. Y'all have a blessed weekend and enjoy.